I don't know. Your podcast
Okay.
will be shit or not. Let's see.
Exactly. Well, you never know.
Wow. Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hurdy Gurdy Cafe, an hour of interviews, music, and camaraderie. I'm Ryan, and I'll be your host along this crazy adventure through the land of the wheel fiddle. So strap in, and let's see what's cranking in the Hurdy Gurdy community today. Let's see what we can do. Everybody ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here we go. So we're recording. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, back to the Hurdy Gurdy Cafe. We're here with a very special guest whom I'm sure you all know, Michalina, and we have Sergio here as well. Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
Good to see you. Before we get into our conversation with Michalina and Sergio, we're going to listen to a track by a Hurdy Gurdy player named Etienne, and the tune he is playing is Palais. So let's have a listen to that. So that was Etienne, and he was playing the tune Palais, and this was one of the tunes that Michalina chose to feature in this podcast. So just to get us started, Michalina, why did you choose that tune in particular?
Because I have it on my list of hurdy-gurdy tunes that I listen to very often. I have this, I don't know why I chose them, I just really like them. So I have a few of the tunes that I've been listening to them. I don't know, some of them like even before I was playing the Hurdy Gurdy. So I have like this little playlist and I just listen to them now and then, and it's one of them. So yeah, the tunes that I chose for today are from this little playlist. So that's it.
Well, today it'd be great to talk to you about your YouTube channel, the work with your band Eluveitie, as well as your Hurdy Gurdy luthier company. So
yeah,
should be wonderful to hear about that. So Sergio, what do you have in regards to topics and questions for Michalina today?
I have lots of questions, and
awesome.
obviously about the new Aplo, which for me it's revolutionary. So maybe we can talk about that later. But first of all,
yeah.
I always like to ask our people here, or guests, how did you get started with the instrument? I'm very curious.
So I started because I was a really big Eluveitie fan. I've been listening to Eluveitie since I was like 17, and I always liked how they incorporated the Hurdy Gurdy in their music. Basically, that was how I learned about the instrument itself, because I didn't know it before. And after, I believe, 2 years of listening to them, I was thinking to myself, because I was finishing my music school then when I was 19, and I could do something more musically instead of just going to school and preparing the usual material and everything. So I thought I really want to play this instrument. And I was fortunate enough to find a luthier in Poland, and I ordered one for myself, and I just started playing at home, and I taught myself how to play, because I had 12 years of musical education under my belt. So it was I would say e-training and stuff like this. It really helped me a lot. And then I started playing Eluveitie tunes, and that's how I learned how to play.
What instrument did you play before? What was
I played the classical flute and a little bit of piano, but mostly the flute. It was like 10 years for me.
Wow, okay, that's nice. And then after 2 or 3 years of playing, how is the transition, right? From fan, from fan to player of your favorite band. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. It was 2016 that I joined the band, and I started playing it in 2014. And yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I mean, the story is unbelievable. I just think about it almost every day, how it all happened, and yeah, it was just incredible. So yeah,
how did it happen?
Well, I've got a message one day from Krigel on Facebook, and I just thought, and the message was something like, I really enjoy your playing. It's great, blah, 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 something. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Somebody took his picture for their profile, and they are just...
You thought it was fake?
Right? Yeah, I thought it was totally fake. So then I just put my phone down, and I forgot about it. And then the same day in the afternoon, they announced the split with Anna and Ivo and Merlin. Oh. And then I started, connecting the dots, and I was like, holy. Oh God. Okay. So how can I reply to this message now so that I have a chance to, I don't know, help out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, I just wrote that, that I'm really thankful for the message, and that if I can help in any way, then I'm open for that. And then we started exchanging emails, phone calls, and stuff like that. And we did it for about 1 month. And then I just flew for rehearsals in Switzerland. It just happened in like 1 month. So we had 3 rehearsals, and I had the Eluveitie Hurdy Gurdy for like 2 rehearsals, and then we played the first show. So it was all really fast, and yeah, it happened really quickly.
And it was also very nice for the band, I guess, because as a fan, you already knew all the repertoire, I suppose.
Yeah,
Of
I
course.
knew like 90% of the set list they sent
That's
me.
very
So
fast.
so that was also super cool for them, I believe.
Okay, so you mentioned the Eluveitie Gurdy. I think they own like an Ancestor, right, by Sebastian
Yeah,
Kiltman,
yeah, the black one, yes.
the black one. I don't know how did you get used to the instrument? Do you like it? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So it was my first professional hurdy-gurdy, to say,
Okay.
that I could play, because before that I had my little hurdy from Malisz, and it was really nice for me to learn because, for example, the keyboard was really light and it needed just a little bit of pressure and it already played. So that was great. But I only had 2 melody strings in my first hurdy, and then in this one there's 4. So it's like I was not able to play it for the first, I don't know, half an hour, because I didn't know how hard I need to press it. And then, of course, the more you need to press, the harder it gets to play fast. And it was just the whole story with just learning how to operate this hurdy, because the keyboard is quite heavy, and also it had different trumpets and all of that. So that was kind of shocking for me because it looked pretty easy to play, right? I looked at it on stage. It's easy, fun, cool. Okay, and now I play it and I can't make it sound right. So
That would get me nervous. Like, oh my God, I cannot do it.
It was his first really expensive hurdy that I ever played, and it was like 2 days before the show. So yeah.
Oh my God.
But
Okay.
I somehow made it work.
Okay. Yes, that's super nice. And how about your first show? Like, where was your first show? Do you remember it? Of course you remember it.
Yeah, it was in Germany. I think the festival was called Rockfels, something like this. And yeah, it was a mess. For me personally, it was absolutely a mess. And also we had some technical issues at the beginning.
Oh my God,
and
no.
Yeah, it was just like everything all together. The first half of the show was not easy, but I believe we made it work somehow. Of course, the stage presence was questionable, like from me, because I never played a show like that before, and I've never played in any band before that. So it was, but I just went for it. I was so in a way, I was really confident about this show because I knew that people really love Eluveitie, because I used to be in these crowds at the show. So I was like, what can go wrong? Nothing can go
Come
with
on,
it.
you know the tunes.
Yeah.
You play great. So come on, just rock it.
Yeah, so I was just like, I knew that people will like it because the fans just love Eluveitie. So I was like, yeah, I will try to do my best. But I felt pretty safe, so to say, and not that stressed. Or maybe I was just shocked and I don't remember.
Are there any recordings of that on YouTube anywhere?
I think there is something on YouTube.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks horrible. Sounds.
Come on.
I watched it. I mean, I don't have a choice. If I wanted to, to see how I look on stage and then learn how to behave, I had to watch it, and I was like.
Well, but that's a process, and now over the years, of course, you developed a lot more stage presence and so on, and now I bet you feel super comfortable on stage and you miss it as well. So
yeah. But the beginnings, it was just so painful to watch the videos. I was like, oh god, they're cringing so hard. Yeah, but as you said, it's a process, and you can learn it, and then it just comes naturally. So all good now.
What was the process of learning to get your rock and roll persona? How did you develop that?
Do I have one?
Yes, you have. You're a rock star. Come on.
Yeah, I like to think so as well. So, well, yeah, I just had to see myself from the outside. So I watched all the videos that I could find of myself, and then I was just analyzing what looks good. Because sometimes when you do something on stage, you feel, it feels nice to you, and it feels cool. But then when you see it from the outside, it's not that. Yeah, maybe it's too much. Maybe it looks weird or whatever.
Really,
so
this happened to me everywhere. Really.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sometimes you're just like feeling it really, really hard, and then you see it, and it looks just cringy, right? And yeah, it happens. So I was just watching this, and I was watching. I was trying to find maybe some women that play instruments in metal bands, and just check out what they are doing, and yeah, just like figure out what can I do in each part of the song, because I don't always play. We have some parts when I just don't play, so it's like maybe standing around, maybe headbanging, or yeah, just trying to not stand still on the stage. But yeah, it took a lot of time and a lot of shows, and just a lot of practice, even if in front of the mirror at home. This is really helpful as well. Or if you're brave enough, you can just record yourself at home and then watch this. But it's like yeah.
So that's with the live experience, but you also had some recording experience with the band, of course, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, can you tell us a little bit about it? Like, how was the process and so on?
Recording. Yeah. So the first album I recorded with Eluveitie was Evocation 2. Mm-hmm. And I've been recording my parts in Poland, and we've rented a studio for that, and it went pretty good, I would say. I just learned everything, and then like everything I had, because we didn't have all the parts figured out by then. So I went to the studio for like 4 days. It was just intense recording every day from morning to late night sometimes. And yeah, we had some I mean, it was not that complicated. I think on Evocation we don't really have too many crazy parts for the Hurdy. And for our last album, Atechnatos, I went to Switzerland. So I was recording with everybody. I mean, everybody. We were just there in the studio, so everybody was just coming and going, and we were working together on some parts again, like before. Some parts were ready, so I could learn at home. Some parts were just we were just developing, and I was also composing. Like,
okay,
I was
participating in the writing process, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so when we were recording, I was improvising sometimes and just trying things out, and some of that is on the album, so that was really, really cool. Okay. And I enjoyed it a lot. It was I believe it was like 3-4 days again for that. So yeah, really cool. And it was really I learned a lot, because I had I worked together with an audio engineer, so he was recording me, and he had feedback, and Krigo had feedback, and people from the studio, and I could just work with him together. So he was like, can you do this? Can you do that? Maybe we can try this out. And that was really like, I think I learned a lot just by recording with them. So that was amazing.
Yeah, it's very cool. And I bet you did not use the Ancestore, right, to record. Did you use something different, right?
Yeah, I was at this time. I was recording two, like both of these albums with tenor quite so
buyback
long.
some of them.
Yeah, exactly. So the Accento, I mean, you can record with it, but it doesn't sound the best.
It's more like for a live situation and to prevent feedback, because for you guys that are listening to this, the Accento by Hillsman, it's a solid body.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a pretty special live Hurdy Gurdy, air quotes again.
Yeah, sure.
I learned that word from Ryan.
Yeah, but it has almost no resonance. So yeah, it's not the best to record at the studio. But if you are going for a really specific effect, then maybe. But maybe it doesn't really fit Eluveitie, I think.
It's more as we said, for a live situation. Okay, that was a very nice story from you and your experiences in Eluveitie. So maybe we can start talking a little bit about your other side, which is more towards the instrument building and so on with instruments.
Yeah,
and
sure.
This year, wow, you shocked us quite a lot, and we got this revolutionary new model by you guys, the Aplo. So maybe you can, which we actually talk about the last podcast, podcast, right, Ryan? So now that we have you, maybe you can talk a little bit about the Aplo and the Saphonas and so on. But let's focus on the Aplo first.
Yeah, sure. I've seen the last episode with Scott. He sent it to us, and I just want to say that Scott has helped us immensely. Like we've been working together with him kind of on this model, because we had this idea for a little while now. So we've built the prototype for Aplo, and then we're like, we should get some feedback. And I was talking with Scott already about it in December when we were on tour. So yeah, I met a few Hurdy players like you, Sergio, and I met Sam and Scott and Adriana and San and all these people, and we were talking with Scott about it. So we were like, when we built the prototype, we were like, let's get feedback from Scott, because he has so many freaking instruments and like all
collection.
of them.
Yes,
I would say he has seen probably everything that a Hurdy can have. So we just sent one to him, and he helped us a lot. So yeah, he just gave his expertise basically for this model, and it looks and sounds like it does thanks to him. So 1,000 thanks to Scott. Yeah.
Lovely.
And the Aplo model is something that we've been thinking about for a little while. Because we wanted to have something for beginners. Like we wanted to have a Hurdy that when somebody sends us an email and asks, hey, I've never played, what should I do? What should I get? We just wanted to have this Hurdy to send it to him, and then we would be like, yeah, this is the thing that you can rely on, right? And we wanted to make it as simple as possible, and as beginner friendly as possible. So there's not as many things that you can regulate by yourself. For example, we try to set up the bridge as precisely as possible at the workshop, so then the person doesn't have to worry about it, and just stuff like that. So and also we've been trying to figure out the design that would be attractive, but it can't be too expensive in the same time, because we want to keep the price affordable. So yeah, it was just like we could do this, and figuring out what to do in this at this price point, and also like what features should we get, and so on and so on. So it was a little bit of a process, and then we figured out that we should build more, definitely, and have them ready. So that was the idea, to sell them in batches. And we were yeah, we were just trying things out because it was, I would say, I think this was the first time that Hurdy Gurdy was mass manufactured, so to say. And so we just built 8 exactly the same, and we just put them on the internet, and then we waited. So they sold out extremely fast. I think they were gone in about 2 hours.
Oh God.
And then the last batch that we just had last week, it was gone in 3 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So right now we actually want to figure out a different way to sell them, because we only have 10 and there is many more people interested, and we just have to figure out a different process of distributing them, because if we just put them all on the website at the same time, then some people are faster and some people are slower, and they don't realize that we have them out, or they didn't have time to read the email, and it just I feel like it doesn't really work that well. So we tried this option, and then now we are thinking about how to just how to sell them in more, like, I don't know, in a way that will be just more fair, so to say. I don't know.
Maybe you could have like a lottery. You have people write their pick out 10, and then that's who gets it. I mean, I don't think you can make it any more fair than that. Yeah. We are just thinking about this right now. But we will continue building them, and we have the plan to have 10 per month available as soon as possible. So I think it's going to work out. And then we would like to have them available just on the regular basis. Like, you can just go to the store, click it, buy it, done. But right now it's not possible for us. And I mean, the X stock option, this is not really realistic for us right now. So we will work on that, and we will work towards that. But yeah, until then, we just want to provide the instrument for as many people as, like, whoever needs it, then they can just get it and try it out if they like it, and maybe then get more into it and just, figure out their way into playing. So do you have like a group of elves back there making these things?
Oh yeah, we definitely have some elves in the basement. So yeah, literally we have the workshop in the basement in our under our flat, and there's actually 2 workshops working together, and one workshop is like 5 people, I think, and the other one is around 10. So it's just like we've developed into a small company right now that employs around 10 people, I would say.
Wow.
So I think this is also a really, really cool aspect of building Gurdies, because we created a workplace that is really like, if somebody's interested in lute theory and building instruments and just working with tools and stuff like that, I think this is really a nice opportunity for them to work and to get some experience. So yeah, I also like this part about building the Gurdies.
It's lovely, and you are like supplying this gap that was really open, right, in the market, like a really affordable instrument that works.
Yeah. That was the plan. So if somebody asks about the beginner Gurdy, you can just link them this, and it's like you can rely on it. That was our plan. So yeah.
Lovely. And then you have the other side of the instrument, which is the Saphona. Is it like since 1 or 2 years ago, right? That you are developing the Saphona?
Almost 2 years now.
Almost 2. And it also has been very successful. And then me myself, I have like 4 students with Saphonas now.
I hear from them a lot, and I have emails like now and then, like I've been having lessons with Sergio and blah blah blah, and we've been trying this and that, and we also have the group for Saphona players and for Aplo players, and they are writing posts like, I've learned this with Sergio, and
Oh my God, I didn't know this.
yeah, and I think this is really, really super cool. Like many of our customers are learning with you, so
Oh my God.
great.
Lovely, lovely. So this is also interesting. Like you are building a little community of instruments players.
Yeah.
And there people can share experiences, I suppose, and things that they tried and things that work. Or it's also very nice.
Can I ask a quick question about the
Sure.
Aplo? So how sturdy is this instrument in regards to like humidity changes and those sorts of things? Is this something that you could easily take out, and go through, play outside a little bit and come inside, or is it also very sensitive as well? Does that question make sense?
Yeah, it does, definitely. And we tried to make it as not sensitive as possible.
Okay.
So, we used, for the body, for example, we didn't use wood, we used plywood.
Ply is very stable. Of course.
Yeah, it's super stable, and it doesn't react as much to the weather. So yeah, we went for this, for example. And otherwise, I think from what I heard from Scott, it's pretty stable in extreme temperatures because they had the really warm summer. And yeah, there was some rain as well and stuff like that. So yeah, we also did we impregnated the keyboard in a special way so that the keys don't expand as much if they are exposed to humidity.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so we've been working with this kind of enhancements, so it's as stable as possible, as easy to use as possible, like out of the box you can just play it. So that was our goal, and we are improving everything. Like we are improving the features from one batch to the next one. We are just doing more and more. And same for Saphona. We are just trying different things and trying to improve the sound and playability. And yeah, it's just a constant process of improving and
very nice.
Developing. Yeah.
That's very nice. I would love to hear this from every Gurdy luthier in the world, right? Like, don't stop researching, keep going, keep experimenting, keep adding features and make it more stable, make it sound better and better. Don't get used to what you have, right? And just sell. This is lovely, really.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Thank you.
So maybe we can hear the second tune, Ryan.
Yes, and that will be from Thierry Nuat. Did I pronounce that correctly?
I think so, Thierry.
Yeah.
We don't know. Thierry Nuat, we love you, but we don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry, you have to come here to the podcast and show us how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe the tune is called La Course à la Vie. Again, my French, I'm actually planning on learning French so I can go to the festival in France.
Let's continue.
Yeah, but for now I don't know it. So let's go ahead and have a listen to Thierry, and we'll be right back. All right, so welcome back. We've just got done listening to Thierry Nuat, and we're going to take some time to talk to Michalina about her YouTube presence and what she's doing there. Well, wait, before we get into that, I have a quick question for you. What made you choose Morrison's jig?
It was actually my husband's idea because he really likes it. It's his favorite Celtic tune, so we just took it and and we did our own arrangement for it. And I think it's really epic. I actually agree this is one of my favorites too. The tune itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to play in a band, I played guitar, and we played that tune and just loud like that. And we also added a tune called Farewell to Wally Range. So if you ever hear Farewell to Wally Range, it is awesome with Morrison.
Okay, cool. I will remember that.
Sergio, take it away.
Okay. So it actually, your whole story with Eluveitie and so on, I guess it started with you being present in YouTube and uploading some covers, some really nice covers. I was aware of you when I started also.
Thank you.
So, and it was pretty nice. You were like playing some Eluveitie covers and also some other metal bands, because obviously you are a metal fan. So maybe you can talk a little bit about how did the YouTube thing started, and how did it evolve until now, which you, of course, we saw some really nice produced videos like The Witcher, Pirates of the Caribbean, and so on. So it was a big thing since you started. So maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, sure. I started my YouTube channel in 2014, so it was not long after I started playing, and I was just looking for Eluveitie covers on Hurdy Gurdy on YouTube, and I didn't find any. So I was just like thinking to myself, well, I should start recording.
I'll do it.
Okay. I can do it, of course. And it was just for fun, but because I just love this music and I was super into it, and I was really into like figuring out the melodies in the songs and stuff like that, because there's not really too much of transcriptions for Eluveitie songs, and especially for the folk part, and sometimes the Hurdy Gurdy is a little bit low in the mix. So it depends. So I was just spending hours and hours figuring this out and trying to learn it. And that was really, really fascinating for me. And then I thought I could start playing different music. Like I could start playing metal music, because I thought that some riffs could sound really cool on the Hurdy Gurdy because it's like I think my first metal song was the Lamb of God cover.
Oh, that one got lots of views. I remember.
Yeah, and it was just, it fits so well to the Hurdy. I remember practicing it, and it was just translating so well to the Hurdy Gurdy, and I really enjoyed it. And I was thinking about if I should post it, because I was like, yeah, if people will even like it, if they listen to Eluveitie from me, then will they like this one? But it was just, yeah. I posted it anyway, and it was a really good decision to post it. And
lovely. We need a Monamarth to call you and just do some collaboration.
Yeah.
So if you and Monamarth are listening to this Hurdy Gurdy podcast, just call Michalina.
Yeah, or Lamb of God. If Lamb of God wants
I meant Lamb of God. I meant Lamb of God, not a Monamarth.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm open for collaboration. And and then I think I've posted a few more covers, but it was taking me a really long time to learn it because it's difficult. It's difficult stuff because I've been just learning the whole song, the riffs, the solos, and everything. So it took me months to prepare it, and then I was just I had no idea about recording stuff, so it was all really primitive, and I was just recording with it was actually a camera that had the audio recorder built in. Okay. So I was recording with this. So I had to get as much of the song as possible. So I had to like learn it almost perfectly and then record as much as possible and then put it together somehow. I was using Audacity, this freeware, free software for well, it's kind of like a DAW, I think.
It's
like
definitely a DAW, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I was using this, and it was taking me so much time and to learn and then to record and then to put it together. And yeah, it was just so much time. And then when I joined the band, I stopped posting videos for like 2 years or something like this, because I don't know why.
You were busy.
I was busy, but I also didn't think about it that much anymore. So I just left it there, and I came back to recording videos in 2018, I think. Yeah. And then I've been recording some more covers and some Eluveitie related stuff, and yeah, some medleys like the riff thing. Yeah, it actually like my most popular video right now is this riff thing, the first video of this series, and I had no idea that it would be so popular. Like I just posted it because I thought this is a fun idea and it would be cool for YouTube because it's like a mashup of different things and it would be nice. But I didn't really expect it to be so popular. And yeah.
This is 10 iconic guitar riffs played on the Hurdy Gurdy.
Yeah,
and it was when you hit the 10K subscribers. Actually.
Yeah, it was. So that was really cool, but I had no idea that it would be so popular. And I actually, to be honest, it's not my favorite video that I have. And it's the most popular one. So I'm like, every day I'm like, God, why? Why this one? Why this one? Because this happens. Yeah, I'm really not too happy with how the Hurdy sounds in this video. Really. Yeah, no, it's just like, because we were experimenting with the sound and we just recorded the sound straight from the pickups. So we didn't have any microphone involved. And it was just straight from the pickups. Then we put a ton of effects on it. And it was just like, I would do it differently right now. If I would record it one more time, I would do that differently. But for now, it is what it is. And yeah.
It's lovely, and I just check it. You have 1.5 million views on that video, eh?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God,
It's really strange because it's almost the only one from my channel that it just goes somehow the views go up and then it goes down again and it's quiet and then it spikes up again.
It just went viral, so okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was also very fun when you made the Witcher video.
Yeah, that was super cool. I actually really enjoyed that outfit. It was really, really nice.
Was it like really heavy or what?
Yeah. It was a real chainmail. It was from my brother. He helped me out because he likes to play LARPs and stuff like that. So he just helped me out, and we bought a sword for this.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. And I just really like the intro song from the Witcher, and it already had a hurdy gurdy, but it was a little bit too little of hurdy gurdy, so we just did it for the only for the hurdy gurdy. And yeah, I like this video a lot. It was really fun to make.
You also
yes.
Yeah. Go on.
I just want to say that we will probably do more videos like this. Maybe some like movie soundtracks and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's so cool. I really like the place where you shot the video, like that castle and so on. It was very, very nice, very beautiful. And you also have like a behind the scenes video that you guys can check on Michalina's YouTube channel, which is actually her name, Michalina Malisz. So just go to YouTube and just type that.
Yeah, come have a look.
And subscribe. And also, I never say this, but you guys need to subscribe to our channel also, because no one subscribed yet. And you guys need to do it.
Yes, do it.
Am I right or not, Ryan? No one subscribes. What happens? Come on.
I think they all find it on Facebook, and then they know it's just going to be posted again, so they don't worry about it.
Aye. Come on. The subscribe button right now. Go. And just,
Well, one of the videos I really liked on your channel, Michalina, was the video dealing with making the hurdy-gurdy your own.
The interview with Anna.
Yeah. That was great because, a lot of times when I'm learning the hurdy-gurdy, I'm trying to imitate someone else or something. So, people can go and watch that. But for people who are listening to this podcast, when it comes to making the hurdy-gurdy your own, how do you approach that? Can you just remind us of that a little bit?
Me personally?
You personally, yeah.
Well, I just play whatever I want.
It's a simple response, totally.
Yeah, I mean, how can you make it your own? You can play the music that you yourself enjoy on this instrument, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you just experiment and try different things, and it can be really rewarding, I would say. If it works, then it's a really nice feeling. But of course, there's also some theory to be learned, right? Like with every instrument, you need to learn this and this and that and stuff like that. Theory and the proper technique of everything. This is like there's no way around it, I would say. But also there is a lot of room for experimenting. And with traditional instruments like hurdy-gurdy, if you play some metal on it, or if you play something like different genres, it can be really cool because it was not really done before that much, I would say. It was like there were different experiments, but yeah, right now there's like plenty of room for that. So yeah, I would just say go for that. If you like a song, then try to play it. And
do you find that you talked a lot about how you spent a lot of time learning music, learning tunes that you liked? You learned the solos, you learned the riffs, learned everything, and it took a long time for you to get it all right. Do you find that really helped you just become a better hurdy-gurdy player in general, spending that amount of time figuring that kind of stuff out?
Well, definitely, because it just like as a consequence of that, I was just playing in every spare moment that I had. So it was my main thing that I was doing besides school. And yeah, because I was back then at this time, I was finishing school and I was starting my studies. So beside of that, I was just playing. Yeah. And figuring out these different riffs and stuff like that. So it definitely helped in a sense that I was just spending a lot of time with the instrument. So definitely it helped me a lot.
Was there any particular part of the instrument that you played flute, and I think you said you played piano. Was there any part of learning that kind of you had a little bit of a hiccup on, or you didn't quite get as easily, something you had to work on more than others?
Of course, yeah, it's a trumpet.
Yeah, it's so specific that you don't go for it if you are not studying the trumpet in the Hurdy Gurdy. You don't have anything, right? It's like yeah.
Exactly. This is it. Like it's there's no other thing like this, no other instrument. So you just have to kind of deal with that, and it's not easy at the beginning. It's frustrating as hell, and it's just well, yeah. And also on my first Hurdy, the trumpet mechanism, it was not perfect. So sometimes I had to it was like I could not really learn the technique properly. I don't really know. I don't remember how it was. I think there was something that was getting loose on the Hurdy. I don't remember. So, but I was trying, and I was trying to learn that, and it's getting better. It's still not my my strongest. How do you say? Like it's not my
strong suit.
Yeah, I would say so. I have to constantly work on it, and it doesn't come easy. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to practice it. yeah. But I do, and I try to get better. And I had some lessons, and I'm practicing this. So yeah, hopefully, it will come together with the melody and everything. So yeah, that's my goal at the moment, to learn playing the melody and the trumpet really well at the same time, because it's not easy. It's my biggest challenge.
Well, in the band setting, you can't really hear it as well, though, right? I mean, it's not necessarily as obvious when you're playing with a band. Is that right? Yeah,
it basically never happens in Eluveitie that the melody is played in the same time with the trumpet. Okay. We just use it separately because of the setting of the band. We have so many instruments that we have to kind of separate the melodies from the rhythm, and yeah, it's a pity sometimes, but I guess this is how it works in Eluveitie, and yeah.
In Eluveitie and mostly in metal, we were talking with this. We were talking with Sam, I think, about this on the last podcast that we recorded with Sam. We were talking about that it's not really easy to fit the Hurdy Gurdy with the full capabilities inside of a metal band straight away.
Yeah.
Obviously, because metal is mostly tonal. It's like chord changes and so on, and it's difficult to have the drones and the trumpet constantly going on the same note, right? So this is
absolutely
something that we were talking about, that normally you put Hurdy Gurdy into metal, and that it would be very nice to hear some metal that you put around the Gurdy. So
yeah, definitely. It's a good idea to be realized. I think.
Do you have any solo work or solo projects in your mind?
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking about it a lot. I've just started recently, a few months ago, because right now I have a lot of time to think about it, because we don't play any shows, and I will definitely start doing some solo work.
What would it be like? I mean, what genre would it be? The same genre as like Eluveitie, or do you have other ideas in that regard?
Well, I'm not really sure at the moment. Like right now, I'm thinking about Celtic music, but maybe more like just for the Hurdy alone. I'm not sure yet. I'm working on that, and I'm trying to gather some ideas, and also, yeah, like try to figure out the concept for that. But yeah, I was not interested in doing solo recording and solo work, but I think it would be really interesting, and I just feel like now is the moment to start.
Sure.
Yeah, I was not into that before, but maybe it was because I was in the band and I was also studying at the same time, so I had like no time left. And now that I have more time and I also don't study anymore and I work at Instruments, this is my job besides of the band. I really want to look into that and try to record some solo stuff maybe.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well,
Okay,
I'd love to hear the Celtic. I mean, the Celtic music. That's my baby.
yes, that's
I'm
right.
trying
Totally.
to do it, and everyone tells me I'm crazy. So if you do it, then everyone will say it's all right.
Go on.
Come on, yes, we are looking forward to that. And yeah, I want to ask you something because I also saw that interview you did with Anna, and that got me thinking a little bit about. And maybe we can ask this to everyone that comes to the podcast. Can you tell us your three? I say three. You can say more, but your three favorite Gurdy players from now, or the ones that influenced you the most. Obviously, Anna is one of them.
Yeah. Anna was the first one, so I just have an enormous sentiment for Eluveitie music and for her as a player. So I also listen to a lot of Cellar Darling, and I really like it. So that's definitely something cool. Otherwise, I think Thierry.
Thierry.
Yeah. I just watch his videos almost every day. So too bad that he doesn't have more, because I just watched the few videos that he has, but I watched a lot, and I just admire him a lot and his style of playing. And also Guillaume, I believe is how his name is pronounced. Guillaume Desk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, do I need to say more? No, right?
No.
Because yeah, it's all the coolness of the Hurdy, and just his music is really, really cool, and in the same at the same time a little bit traditional and really innovative, and also the way in which he plays the Hurdy Gurdy as a whole, like using different strings for different effects, and this is really inspirational, I think. So that would be the three, I think.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so maybe it's time to have a listen on the third tune, Ryan. What do you think?
Yes, that's good. So we'll head out with, let's see, where did it go? I had it here. I might have to edit this part. This is Konstanz Kalinski, and this was recommended by Michalina, and I need to figure out what this tune is. Does anyone know what this tune is? Do you know what it is, Michalina?
I actually don't know. Okay. Maybe it's her own.
Okay. Well, I will.
I have no idea.
This was a video of her trying an instrument by Sebastian Hilsman,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, Sebastian Hilsman. All right.
Okay.
Well, so before we listen to this, again, Sergio, wonderful to have you. Michalina, it's really a pleasure, honored to have you on the channel. And on this
Thank you so much for inviting me. Nice. It was great. It was fun.
Yeah, it was great getting to know you a little bit better, and I really appreciate it. So thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much as well.
All right. So this is Constance Kalinsky, and this is the end of our Hurdy Gurdy podcast.